Hello everyone. We have here Yurie Kaneko from Japan, and but she lives in Vancouver, BC. And hi, Judy.
Hello.
So thank you for letting us interview you a little bit about this special day today that we have here in New York of the 10th anniversary of Paco de Lucia's. And are you feeling, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling over the moon. Very over the moon. Muy emocionada. Muy emocionada. Despite the whole adventure that we had last night to get to New York. That was the whole story. Despite all that, I'm very happy. I cannot thank you, Expoflamenco, all the opportunity to get me here and be in this city and in this moment with great artists and everybody I meet, like wonderful journalists and you together and buffet breakfast and all that.
So how are you feeling tonight with, being here in this really historic event with all these big artists that were part of Paco de Lucia's, members of his group, touring around the world, how you perceive flamenco at this moment?
I feel like I've been transferred or opened a door, and now I'm in Spain, something like that, and meeting with those great artists and journalists, like I said, and I feel like never been to Oscar, but feel like being in an Oscar premiere and meeting those people, like learning about them, like wow, because I've only heard about them or their names or watching videos on YouTube. Never be in person or such a close proximity.
Yeah.
And you and Quico and everybody's kind enough to introduce me to them and vice versa. It's been really, really blessed. Like really blessed.
So Yuri, tell us a little bit, how do you live your flamenco in Vancouver? What's your routine? What do you do? Where do you go? Who do you study with?
So my routines, as much as I would love to dance full time, like 5, 6, 7 days a week, it's not possible in Vancouver. So I have regular job, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And on the weekend, mostly I take classes from Rosario. She's my lifelong mentor and teacher. She's from the director of Flamenco Rosario. And part of her company production sometimes. And I teach classes for her once a week for a professional training program and take classes from her. So that's my routine. And depending on how much I could do, I try to apply to programs and do a bit more research on flamenco. How can I integrate my Japanese roots and living in Canada and mixing with flamenco because that's what I love to do and dance. But having all those elements and how can I be represent flamenco, like good traditional roots and culture that we all need to have, but also out of that context, I'm not in Spain, I'm not Spanish from Andalusia, but I still want to dance flamenco and understand flamenco. So having that responsibility but also having a bit of freedom because in Canada it's quite open to new ideas and collaboration with different artists. It doesn't have to be just musicians. It could be visual arts. It could be costume, all those things. So I'm really excited about that.
So how you like your flamenco? It's traditional, it's fusion, How do you enjoy dancing the best?
I enjoy flamenco. For me, personally?
Yes. How do you enjoy dancing the best?
When I feel that just being myself. I don't know whether it's traditional or fusion or contemporary. I don't know. Maybe other people can tell me. Mm-hmm. But what moves me and inspires me the most is whether listening to the music or singing that really comes from their heart to mine and have that connection and being able to express that in my own way. That's when I feel the most the happiest.
Have you heard anything from Paco de Lucia that has inspired you to dance?
Paco de Lucia, yeah, he's so it's like so famous, not like Elvis Presley.
but is there any piece from his music that has inspired you to dance ever?
But I can't think top of my head. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. No problem. So, is there anything that you can advise to the dancers in Japan or Vancouver or anybody that is because you have at least about 15 years of in flamenco, right? So is there anything that you could from your own experience to advise to the dancers nowadays?
I don't know if I'm in a position to advise anyone, but for me as well, and from my experience, just keep going. If you love flamenco, it's very important to understand why you're doing and learning flamenco and dancing flamenco. It's very cultural and a lot of history and traditions, and I think cultural understanding really needed to be able to represent well and also do your own things. I think first and foremost, you have to have really, really good understanding of the roots, the history, culture, and then reach out to people. There are so many beautiful people, not like you, Quico, Alejandro, Expoflamenco, and they are so open. And if you show yourself and work hard, and they will try to help you as well, and really have that very human connection. Then
so Yurie, have you ever danced in Japan?
No, never. Oh, it's only in Canada. I knew about flamenco in Japan, and it is big in Japan, but I never really pay attention. I didn't know, especially I'm from the north, so it's more popular in the mainland, like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, but not my city. It's only in Vancouver that I saw live flamenco first at Tablao called the Kino. It's now gone, unfortunately, after so many years. But that was my first encounter.
So Yurie, who inspired you to dance? Like, which bailaora inspired you to dance?
So many.
So many. Tell us.
It's so hard to pick, but for me, of course, my teacher Rosario, the way she moves and the way she talks without doing too much. It's just her presence. And also, I like Marian Luevano. She's from Mexico, but I just love how she interprets and how she responds to musicians, and like also very playful in a way and in her way. I really love that. And Luisa Aparicio, she was my teacher at Vanation in Sevilla in 2022. It's just beautiful, and the list goes on and on and on.
So, who has you met here in this festival, have you met anybody, any dancer?
Yes. Karime Amaya. She was just here and I was breathing the same air as she was breathing. So nice. And yeah, so many.
Yurie, can you tell me why do you think the Japanese people really are so aficionados and almost obsession with flamenco? Why do you think they like so much flamenco?
I've been searching for an answer to that question because I wonder too. It's very different culturally, Japan and Spain. Japan is more contained, very inwards, and not very expressive with your emotions. I am a bit more expressive because I've been living in Canada for a long time. So quite opposite end, but I think Japanese people, from my experience, we love something true, something
that's very beautiful.
Yeah, like something true and not superficial thing, but something that takes time to develop or cultivate and honor that tradition, honor that process, honor that root. And flamenco has that, and so I think lots of similarity between Japan and Spain in that way. And also there are moments a lot in flamenco that you go inward and it's in your world and you're still dancing or singing or playing a guitar, but it's a moment of being on your own and having that. I think that's close to. So that's my interpretation at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Yurie. So thank you so much for letting us interview
you. So much.
And I hope you enjoy the show tonight at the 10th anniversary of Paco de Lucia's legacy. And I'll see you again.
Yes, arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigato.